Fight. Since you lost, what's up, Jake? Where you going, Jake? Oh, he's running! He's running! Look at him!
Jump out.
An unexpected confrontation erupted near Miami International Airport when Gervonta "Tank" Davis caught Jake Paul off guard with a sudden strike that instantly went viral online. There was no boxing ring, no production crew, and no set boundaries, just a real-life clash unfolding in public. People nearby shouted in shock as security rushed to regain control. Bystanders raised their phones, capturing the chaos as two of the most talked-about figures in modern boxing collided. The self-proclaimed problem child came dangerously close to turning a busy airport space into complete mayhem. Which leaves one big question: what triggered Tank to lose control like that?
After Canelo, obviously, didn't materialize, was the next one Tank?
Yeah, I mean, that was on the 1 yard line as well, but he has to rematch, Lamont Roach. He wants to get that back, and then we'll be back in discussions with Mr. Gervonta. But man, this is the nature of boxing. You have massive fights on the 1 yard line and things just fall through.
As you're watching it, he was a gigantic favorite, and this is on the heels of the Canelo thing. Are you like, what the fuck is going on here?
I don't know, though, because I never really thought Tank was that good. It would just take the right fighter to pick him apart, to be honest. Someone who had high activity and wasn't afraid of his power. So I always saw so many holes in his game. So to me, it wasn't that surprising that someone finally gave him some good work.
If you do fight, what weight would it be at?
195.
Oh, wow. So he would go all the way from 40 to 95?
Yeah, I mean, it would be an exhibition.
Okay. And so what does that mean? Is that 3-minute rounds?
Yeah, 10 3-minute rounds.
And when you say exhibition, what are the restrictions on that?
No restrictions, just the fact that we couldn't actually get it professionally sanctioned.
Okay. Is that still of interest to you? If he wins the rematch and you beat Julio, is that of great interest to you later this year?
For sure.
The situation goes much further than it appears on the surface. What started as verbal shots turned into serious disputes over deals, followed by private messages that have now surfaced publicly. This encounter wasn't spontaneous. It was driven by emotion. What happened may mark the start of a feud no one saw coming, but everyone will soon be watching. Stick around, because the details ahead play out like a high-budget boxing documentary. From surface clips to behind-the-scenes motives and the potential impact on both fighters' upcoming bouts, the real cause behind this eruption is more shocking than expected. This wasn't meaningless aggression, and it certainly wasn't a mistake. For months, pressure between Jake Paul and Gervonta "Tank" Davis had been building quietly behind the scenes of the fight industry.
Who were you gonna call out? What was the plan originally?
I think he was here. He came in my locker room.
Shakur Stevenson?
He wasn't in my locker room.
Jake Paul?
This encounter found Jake provoking someone he shouldn't have. Gervonta Davis isn't like the personalities Jake has gone after before. He refuses to entertain theatrics. He isn't driven by online antics or digital hype. His background is rooted in hardship, genuine combat experience, and outcomes that carry real weight.
Davis, bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. Back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. Mm-hmm. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. Mm-hmm. So it's I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of his competition. He was doing that a lot.
And he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of. Other than that, Tank.
Things escalated the moment Jake mocked Tank's past legal trouble, reducing it to a punchline and branding him as constant tabloid material. That remark didn't land as a joke. It crossed a line.
Baltimore native and boxing champ Gervonta "Tank" Davis is sent to jail less than a month after he was ordered to serve 3 months of home detention. He was taken into custody after an impromptu hearing yesterday, and now he will finish his 90-day sentence in the Baltimore City jail. Deputies say Davis violated the terms of his home detention sentence in a 2020 hit-and-run crash. He said his home was too small, so he moved to the Four Seasons Hotel, but did not get permission from the judge. He received his 90-day sentence after pleading guilty in February to a crash that injured 4 people.
The situation escalated even further after Jake took shots at Tank's strained relationship with Floyd Mayweather, suggesting he was nothing more than another name living under Floyd's legacy. That comment sealed it. Tank chose not to fire back online, but off camera, he was paying close attention, letting the frustration build. Then everything shifted to Miami International Airport. Reports say Gervonta had just arrived for a closed-door strategy session with his camp as he prepared for his upcoming rematch against Lamont Roach. Jake, on the other hand, was heading home from a business-related trip, still enjoying the buzz surrounding his disputed exhibition win over Mike Tyson.
Lord, I'm sorry. I'm just in a silly, goofy mood.
The second their eyes met, the atmosphere turned explosive, like 2 ticking threats colliding in a confined space. According to people nearby, the air was thick with hostility, no conversation, no acknowledgement, only unmistakable aggression. Moments later, everything erupted. Tank surged forward with a lightning-fast movement that built his reputation as one of boxing's most dangerous strikers.
Actually, nice to get that camera.
What's going on?
What's up, Floyd?
I can have what I want.
What you mean with the camera? Oh, you got camera too. So what you supposed to?
Jake was caught by the same kind of shot that dropped Frank Martin during his clash with Tank. But this time, there were no ropes or referees. What followed wasn't a match. It was complete disorder. Online reaction exploded instantly. Social media lit up as users argued nonstop. One side defended the moment, claiming Jake provoked it after weeks of careless remarks. The other side pushed back, insisting Tank crossed a boundary and should have handled it inside a sanctioned fight.
Oh, let's uppercut. Down goes Martin! Mamma mia! 6.
So what actually pushed Gervonta over the edge? The truth is, Tank has been carrying enormous pressure. He's navigating a difficult separation from his longtime trainer, Calvin Ford, while also facing the challenge of standing on his own without Floyd Mayweather in his corner. Add in ongoing legal issues, federal investigations, and non-stop scrutiny, and his life has felt increasingly unstable. Meanwhile, Jake embodies everything Tank resents about the modern fight business: the rise of internet personalities, fame built on clicks instead of combat, and massive earnings that come without years of hardship or sacrifice.
All right, Jake, I'm filming.
So guys, I'm in the hospital. I had an accident. I'm still going to be able to fight August 6th, so get your tickets at msg.com before they sell out. But I broke my back carrying the promotion for this event. It's broken.
Oh, Jake, you good?
Nurse!
Jake,
Nurse, more morphine!
Oh my God.
I broke my back carrying the last 5 fights of promotion. My opponents never sell shit.
Something.
Oh, it hurts!
Do something.
It hurts! These motherfuckers never sell shit! They couldn't sell a pen to a writer!
When Jake mocked Tank's private struggles, his coaching issues, and even his legal troubles, it went beyond simple disrespect. To Tank, it was piling insult on top of hardship. That punch in Miami wasn't about making news. It was about defending his dignity.
Clown following the Tyson fight. Tell us, exactly why expound on that.
Cause why would he even want to fight him? And who told Mike Tyson to fight anyway?
Do you think that it might have tarnished Mike's legacy in a way?
Yeah, they did. They definitely did.
However, not everyone sees the airport clash as completely real. Many fans suspect the event was deliberately planned to generate buzz. And now, it's official. Gervonta Davis will face Jake Paul this coming November. Eddie Hearn confirmed the news, announcing that the showdown is set to take place once Tank finishes his rematch with Lamont Roach in August. To some observers, the timing feels almost too convenient. The viral airport moment seemed almost staged, and the quiet from both teams comes across as highly calculated.
It's fair to call them boxers now. Let's talk about Logan Brothers.
I think it's okay to call Jake Paul a boxer. The only reason why I say that is because he do be in the gym. He's working on stuff. The fight that he fought Mike Tyson, I don't think he should have fought Mike Tyson because of who Mike Tyson is and the age. And he said that he didn't try to knock him out. Yes, you did. You just couldn't get the knockout. Like, he tried to knock him out for sure.
Given that both athletes thrive on attention, plenty of fans think the entire episode was a calculated PR move meant to generate buzz and drive pay-per-view sales. Let's be honest, career-wise, this matchup doesn't really align with Tank's professional trajectory.
Maybe it can be. It's not a terrible fight. You know, we know that Gervonta's going to fight Jake Paul in November, and then we'll see what happens.
Imagine Tank thoroughly outclasses Lamont Roach in August. No debate, just clear dominance. His return is flawless, critics shut up, and Tank looks unstoppable. Normally, the logical next step would be a showdown with Shakur Stevenson or a rematch against Devin Haney. Instead, he's opting for a high-profile bout with a YouTube star, chasing that media spotlight.
I gotta ask you, how real or what was to it with you and Tank actually being a thing? Was that something that was talked about?
Yeah, no, it was highly talked about and in negotiations and almost ready to make happen, but he has to do his rematch with Lamont and get that W, and then we'll be able to run it back. But me and Gervonta were scheduled to fight.
Think about it another way. What if Tank loses to Roach? That would be back-to-back defeats. And let's be honest, the first fight was razor close. Roach nearly took it if the referee had counted that knockdown. If Tank stumbles in the rematch, all the excitement for a clash with Jake Paul would vanish. Who would really tune in to watch someone coming off a loss to Lamont Roach step into the ring with Jake?
Yeah, no, we're working on it behind the scenes to make that happen, and obviously that's a fight where the fans are going to win, and it's going to be the biggest event of the year.
What weight would you fight him at?
We're working on it, but it'd be an exhibition most likely.
That's a wrap for today's video. If you like what you saw, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our future uploads. We'd also love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.